Hi, guys. Can you hear me? Hi, Kieran.
Hi, Sisel. How are you, Leisel?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
You doing well, Milo? Getting all ready?
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect.
I was just saying hello to Kieran, and we've got someone that says Geraldine, but it doesn't look like Geraldine. Hey, Rosalind. How you doing?
Are you speaking to me? Sorry, I didn't.
Yes, ma'am, Rosalind.
I'm doing very well, thank you. Sorry, I'm just back from the gym. Sorry, so.
Nope, you're fine. You're fine. Lots of good stuff we got done this week, didn't we, Roz?
We did. I love it.
I know.
It's very juicy, isn't it?
It was awesome. I love doing that. So
Me
it was very good. We got a lot recorded. So we got a lot done.
Well, that's business, isn't it? And step by step and in a manageable fashion, we just work through it.
Absolutely. It's good. We're getting a lot done. You guys are a great team.
Hello, Milo. I haven't met you before.
Hey, Rosalind, nice to meet you.
Hi, Dennis.
Hey, Leisel, how are you? Hey, Milo.
Hey, Dennis, how you doing?
Good, thank you. And yourself?
Doing awesome.
Did you feel like I was stalking you on Facebook, Dennis?
It looked like it, yes. But thank you very much for the PDFs. They were brilliant.
He liked one of our PDFs that we did on the new weight loss wealth builder, and it's hard for me to get for some reason, Apple to get PDFs up, so I had him call me or email me, and he liked it, and like 2 seconds later, I sent him an email. Would you like one of these? And he was like, yes, creepy girl.
Well, look, anytime you get a PDF, just send it to me. I'll accept it.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Dennis, I think you like being stalked, don't you?
Oh, yes. All guys like being stalked. Come on.
I know. Really, guys will never say they don't like it. No, they won't. So, and it's been
Finding the stalk is attractive, so I don't have a problem there.
Yeah. Well, how's the weather out there, guys?
It's gorgeous here today.
Yeah.
Hot in Brisbane. Hot, hot, hot.
Hot. Helene.
Hi, Leisel. Michael here. It's only about 22 degrees.
Hi,
So
Michael.
it's pretty good. So you feel like a champion. Did you watch that YouTube video?
That you sent me?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. That was funny.
What do you think?
It's awesome.
Right.
Awesome. Good. Yep, just like a champion. You're awesome, Michael. And
I look forward to
Helene,
the
good
call.
morning. Don't know if you heard me.
How are you all?
Good.
It's lovely and cool in Melbourne days, and then we're going to have the 40s again.
Yep, nice.
Melbourne, we get a break.
Yeah. And how are the
So we'll
fires doing? I guess the
Um,
U.S. is all struggling with the loss of the 3 firefighters there.
Yeah, the fires are not near us, but we can smell them. But my brother's in Bermagui, so they're starting to lose homes up there now. So
I saw that. Yeah.
a holiday place there. So yeah, it's always a stressful time.
Oh, yes. You know, last summer when they were going through those LA neighborhoods, they were taking out 800 homes in a week. And to see people running. The problem then, too, is people then got trapped in their cars and couldn't get out, and the fires were going so fast that the line of people that were killed in their cars.
Well, our Black Saturday was up the road from us. It was awful. We were near it, and it was just, and every time we heard a few weeks ago that there were fires up there again, and we thought, oh no.
Yeah, I read about that because I was looking into the fires. That Black Saturday kind of came up, so I read a little bit about that. So very sad. So
yeah, we just pray that everyone not too much devastation, but losing their 3 American fighters was really sad.
Yes, it was sad. It was sad. My son had sent me a video of a whole bunch of Americans getting off the airport in Australia to a standing ovation from everybody there in the airport.
Yeah.
It was just so amazing to see just the appreciation from Australians. And That was awesome. I was going to post it. But, okay. Margaret, hello.
Morning. Hello, how are you?
How you doing?
Doing good, doing well.
Ready for your Saturday morning?
Yes, ready for Saturday morning.
Good, good. Sandy, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Leisel?
Good. Working on a list of things with you this week. Got a lot done today. Been the list week. Hello, Marie.
Hello. How are you?
Good. Good morning. How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Good.
It's
Thanks.
nice. to meet you.
Yes. Thank you for your emails.
You're welcome.
It's been awesome. Thank you.
Turned it off now.
And Renee is saying hello. So hello to Renee. She calls in many times and chats her way through this.
Hi, Renee.
Oh, there she is. Good. We don't see you often.
Hello, everyone. Doc Fizz here.
Doc.
Hello, doctors.
Out.
Hello.
Doc, when do you leave?
I leave on Tuesday afternoon and I'll be back in Australia on Thursday.
Yay!
Yay.
I think a lot of people are excited.
Yes, it'll be nice.
It'll be nice. You're there for like almost a month, aren't you?
I'll be there for 5 weeks.
5 weeks. Wow.
Yes.
Good for you. It's a leader.
Thank you.
Says hello from, hopefully I'm saying this right, Ranji. Says morning fam. So good morning, good morning. So we have a lot of people come on. Last week was our kickoff, well, 2 weeks ago was our kickoff, and we had about 60. So we had quite a few people on our call last week or 2 weeks ago with Tom Sr. kicking it off with 6, 7 different products we talked about. The follow-up to that is Milo, and I'll explain that in a little bit. Oh, we're 302. So let's get started, and let me tell you how we're going to do this time. This is going to be interactive. So let me mute everybody right now. Unless Milo already did.
Thank you. I'm going to turn my video off here.
One here. All right, there we go. So what we're going to do is, with the announcement of our weight loss wealth builder pack, which is a mouthful I've been dealing with the last couple of months, there was a lot of questions on the wealth builder again. It's complicated. If you go through it 2 or 3 times, it does start to come down and you start to get it. But as we see a renewed interest in this, new people coming in, such a great price on so many products, a lot of people are interested in this. Now, I received a ton of emails from people saying, I'm not going to be there. Please, 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 please email or record this and put it up, and we are. But it's going to be interactive. So while you're muted now, as Milo goes through his webinar, we want you to stop him at the places that you don't understand. Please, trust me, there's probably more than one person who has the same question you have. And he can kind of talk to you a little bit about that. But as he gets to each place, and before he moves on, don't let him move on if there's something you just don't get, because he's very good to go back and truly, go through it in a number of ways to make sure that everybody understands that. So interactive, you have to unmute yourself. and then we'll mute you back up just because a lot of the background noise is just too much. But like I said, we will have a recording of this. Now, let me make a couple of announcements before we do this. Obviously, we had a couple weeks ago our weight loss wealth builder pack. There was a lot of confusion because we also had a promo at the same time called our Sisel Fit promo, and it was awesome. We were talking earlier about a maintenance pack coming on with the weight loss wealth builder pack for our existing distributors and those that came in with the weight loss wealth builder, then to have a maintenance pack every month to continue on with their weight loss plans that we're talking to them about. Once I heard that there was a Sisel Fit one, I held that back as it's just too confusing. And it was confusing anyway, just to have the Sisel Fit, and people thought it was a wealth builder and kind of explain that. So I'm glad I left that out. We'll add that later. So as we have promos that we try and make available for the whole company, that's what the Sisel Fit promo kit is. And Australia has it. You have access to it. That came a few weeks later. So if you need a few weeks to still take advantage of that, you have it. Let me tell you what's in it. You have the Super Detox, Ripped, Bounce Tea, Fire and Ice Tea, and you can choose between the vanilla or chocolate sizzling. A great price of $2.96 and CV $162. That is a promo that has nothing to do with the Wealth Builder kits. So just know it's just a great start of the year kit that they put together for weight loss. And they will, hold on one second. Sorry, guys. But they will absolutely make sure that you guys get a couple weeks with that promo. And then when that's done, we will go on and have our maintenance pack. So that's the Sisel Fit promo. And then also our Actify 6000 is back in stock, and we're super excited about that. We absolutely loved that little promo Tom Sr. put out there. It was a little more exciting than we wanted it to be, but it was a great deal. And, you know, we love for him to do that. So that is back in stock. For those that had issues not getting that promo and not getting their Actify, we have given them allocated funds, $50 of allocated funds that they need to call in to customer service the next time they're doing an order, and they can use that for the Actify or any product that they want. We gave you just a little extra to just kind of apologize for that little snafu. We know that when it takes a couple weeks to get this product, it's a little frustrating, especially if you're bringing new people in. And, you know, we certainly thought we had enough stock, and like everything Tom Sr. does, he does it big, and this was no less. But we do have this in. And again, what you do need to know to tell anyone in your team who did not get the Actify that they need to call in customer service. They have the allocated funds. There's no volume. There's no CV for these funds. You cannot use these funds for shipping, and you can use them for Actify or any other product you want. Make sure that you take advantage of that. So those two things. So last time we were on for a country call, we had Tom Sr., and he went through the weight loss wealth builder promo that we put together, which was awesome. I loved it. So many great products. It's such a good deal. Let me make sure I've got everybody muted again. But it was great. Anyone, again, who wants the PDFs for all those products with a description that we put together of what those products do, then you can flip it around. We have a PDF for a calendar of when to use those products, how much of those products to use, and it's amazing. It's a regimen of that schedule, print it out one side on back and give it to people, and it's a great, great flyer. So I have the PDF of that. My Mac doesn't upload PDFs, but we've got that fixed today for someone else to do that. And anytime you email me and you want that, I'll send it to you. I did put it on our Facebook page. Now let me let everyone know, especially the leaders. You know, as we were talking today, a lot of the things that we announce, it's difficult to get everybody. Our open rate on emails, it's higher than the average, but it still is not high enough that you know you're getting everybody. Milo and I have worked with this issue for a long time now. We came up with the What's Up call, just a very, very basic call that we get on. Gosh, it's been weeks now, hasn't it, Milo? That we get on and we just, the week's announcements, and it can be anything from, you know, a product that's back in stock, of, you know, a brochure that's ready, anything and everything that you need to know as a distributor, we have on the What's Up call. It's not a call that you have to be on. It's not a call that you need to set some time aside from. It's a call that's recorded. In fact, we record it and then we just put it up, and anyone can listen to it during that week. Let your people know about it. Now that I've been working with Australia, I kind of give a little extra time for other Australia topics too. So it's mostly US and the world, though. A lot of them deal with that too, and Australia. So you've got to make sure that you're listening and tuning into these things. I had somebody say, a lot of people don't get on Facebook. I get that. I understand that. I really don't a lot either, but you as a leader need to make sure that you see these different avenues that we have for you, these different tools that we're trying to give you to make sure that we communicate. Because if we're going to be blunt, the biggest complaint I get, and I think Milo's the same, is the communication that we give to the field. So we're always wanting to try and improve that. The What's Up call has been the most popular thing we've ever done. We get thousands of people that call that a week. It's super popular, yes. And we have a lot of fun with it, and but it's just, you know, one right after the other of different announcements. So get on that. Also get on Facebook, whether you're on there for social or not. If you're a leader, get on it so that you can look there. It's the official Australia, New Zealand Sisel page, and it will give you the calls, you know, these PDFs, anything that you need, tune into that so that you can give them and stay tuned to your team. And we're adding more and more things to that too. So, you know, you see today that a video was added to our YouTube channel and different things like that. So it's a way to keep just abreast of what's going on, all things Sisel, Australia, and New Zealand. So like I said, last time we were together, it was an awesome call. We had Tom Senior on there talking about 7, 8 products, and it was awesome. I mean, the science he knows on each one, and to have that many products in one call, it was great. People loved it, loved it, loved it. We have the recording of that up. But after that call was a lot of questions on, okay, we're not so sure about the wealth builder, because this came in as a wealth builder weight loss kit. And I had a lot of people. So I'm going to talk to Milo a little bit right now and let him know some of the questions that I'm getting, so you can address these along the way. But we have a lot of existing distributors and some new people coming in that, one second, let me mute somebody, that we have a lot of existing people saying, now I'm having a flood of people wanting to sign up in the Wealth Builder. How do I do that? Where do I put people? And is it the same, or how do we make it the same? Or, I mean, is it just I'm getting that question a lot this week. We've got some new groups coming in, and as they've already signed up people in the unilevel side of the program, now they're looking at the Wealth Builder and saying, what is the best way to tackle this? So with that, and I really want to thank Milo for coming today. He is our leader and the beloved leader of our North American sales there. And I'll tell you, distributors love him. He's on the road now, literally in a hotel. He's been doing meetings for the last 2 months. He's done such a great job. People love him. He's available to them at any time, day or night. Same with me. We had these issues, a lot of questions after the last call that we did. And he was just like, yep, absolutely. I'll be there on your next call. Let me know and I'll come and do a webinar, which is what he does. He also does webinars, I think once a week. He can tell you on the Wealth Builder still. I'm not sure, you'll have to ask him, but we do have recordings. We'll have this recording, but he's a great addition to the Sisel home team. We've all loved working with him. The distributors, like I say, have loved it too. Any of you guys that haven't met him, you will, you'll enjoy that. So sometimes he can be annoying, but hey, listen, as we all know, Tom Senior's always picking on me, and now I can pick on him. You know, it's my turn. But welcome, welcome, and thank you so much. We do appreciate you coming and talking us through this. This is kind of like, you know, the big thing happening for us right now.
Yeah, and it's awesome. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the invite, for having me here today. Yeah, this week I've been traveling all over Iowa, and I think I'm not even sure where I'm at today. I think we just got to Hillsboro, Wisconsin. It's super cold, but I'm traveling with a couple of leaders, and I'm like, we need to stop at the hotel before the meeting to do this webinar. Make sure that we have good internet receptions. Anyway, we've been having doing these webinars every single Monday night at 6 o'clock Utah time. I actually do these webinars live. The reason I don't record it is because I want our leaders to be inviting people every single week to learn about how the Wealth Builder works. So we've been very successful on those Monday night webinars. We're sending text and putting on Facebook on the US page. So I'm not sure what time that would be in Australia, but you guys are more than welcome to join these webinars every Monday. I do the same thing that we're going to do today. I go through the presentation, I open up the mics, I do a Q&A afterwards and make sure that everybody understands the system. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen, and hopefully this works. Let me know, Leisel, if you can see this.
I think it's coming. There we go. Perfect. Yep.
Okay, give me a second here. I added this last slide, and hopefully everything, pricing and everything is fine. So like you see here, we have 4 different packs, and I'm sure these packs and the prices are the New Zealand dollar ones, because I think this is the PowerPoint I used in the past for Australia. You see that there's 2 different prices. We have for instance, let's talk a little about the transformation pack, the first pack. Yeah, you have the $497 price, plus you see the 331 PV. So these packs, all these packs have PV. So this PV will help you guys rank up. So just before we start with this training, I always like to tell people to we have the unit level payout and fast start and everything like that, right? This Wealth Builder pays out completely different. So every time that you think of fast start or unit level or anything like that, it's just kind of forget it for a minute and just focus on how we pay here with the Wealth Builder. So the Wealth Builder bonuses are based out of or generated every single time somebody in your downline purchase a Wealth Builder pack, okay? So the first thing that you guys need to do is qualify to become a Wealth Builder. How do you qualify? You buy a Wealth Builder pack. Now, there's people out there that have been with us for 2, 3, 4, 6 months, a year, 2 years maybe, that aren't qualified for the Wealth Builder, and ask me, so how do I qualify if I'm already an existing distributor? If you look underneath each price, there's a QWBP on every single pack. There's a PV, which is mostly the same as a regular regular Wealth Builder pack, but there's a CV number also. So like I said before, this pack doesn't this Wealth Builder pack does not pay regular commissions. It just pays Wealth Builder commissions. But if you or a brand new distributor does not sign up buying the Wealth Builder pack in their first 30 days, they can still have the chance to qualify purchasing a qualifying Wealth Builder pack, okay? So you sign me up today. I have 30 days from the day I sign up to buy a Wealth Builder pack. Okay, and for you, in order for you to receive Wealth Builder commissions, that's the only difference. If I wait more than 30 days, and let's say in 60 days, I decide to start using the Wealth Builder system, then I can still buy the qualifying pack, same price, same PV, same savings. The only difference is the way that pack is going to pay my. So like you see on the CV on each pack, it's assigned a different CV to each pack. That means that my sponsor will receive 7%, like the unilevel commissions, off of that one pack. That's the only difference. Okay. So once again, the regular Wealth Builder pack is available for brand new distributors and distributors only, no customers, for their first 30 days. In order for you as a sponsor to receive Wealth Builder commissions. If you wait, or the brand new distributor waits over 30 days and still wants to qualify as a Wealth Builder, they need to purchase a qualifying Wealth Builder pack and get the same price, same product, same savings, same everything. The only difference is that the sponsor will get paid unilevel commissions off of whatever CV is assigned to each pack. Okay, you guys have any questions? Oh, we said that if you have questions, you guys are going to unmute yourselves, right? So let's go ahead with the training then.
Milo, Helene
Yes.
here, just to clarify that. So we came in, my team came in not knowing about the Wealth Builder pack. So I
Right.
go buy the Wealth Builder pack we're starting our game plan in February because we've lined it up. I buy the Wealth Builder pack for $497, and I've got my team buying theirs. The PV is at $330 that I will receive. I get $330 on my own personal PV, or is that, and then I get CV $220 off my distributors? Is that what you're saying?
So basically, if your distributors purchase these packs after the first 30 days, then you will receive unilevel commissions
Right.
on those packs. Okay, you'll still receive, obviously, the PV. The PV will help you rank up, but you will receive, instead of receiving unilevel commissions off of whatever CV is assigned to each pack.
Okay, so you're getting clarity on this. So we've missed out basically getting the uni level because we're out of 30 days?
Yeah, if the brand, let's say that you sign me up and I have 3 months in the business with Sisel, and I want to purchase a qualifying pack, I can purchase a qualifying pack, and the day that I purchase my qualifying Wealth Builder pack, I'm already qualified. So I can receive Wealth Builder commissions, but you will receive unilevel commissions off of my qualifying pack. That one time, and then depending on where I'm placed, because I'm qualified and I'm going to bring Wealth Builders, you'll receive Wealth Builder commissions as well.
Okay, so thank you.
But there is a better, when you do it within the 30 days, there's the bigger advantage is obviously there, right, Milo?
Yeah, you get it. If the brand new distributor buys the Wealth Builder pack within their first 30 days, you will receive Wealth Builder commissions, and we'll talk about how much you will be receiving when you do that. Mm-hmm.
But you're still in the game to gain if we do it now. Like we're still in the game to.
So you will still you will be in the game the moment that you purchase your Wealth Builder pack and you're qualified. Believe me, guys. And one of the things that I like to make sure that everybody understands is that no matter if you understand the system or not, please make sure that you tell your team about the Wealth Builder, because sometimes you don't understand it or you don't like it, but somebody in your organization likes it and wants to work with it but doesn't know anything about it. They'll lose out in a lot of commissions. I've seen a couple cases, one in particular here in the US with this Amish leader. She brought in 11 people because of the value of the packs, but she didn't understand the Wealth Builder or what it was. So she brought 11 people, and when I came down and trained the Wealth Builder system, she's like, I never gotten those commissions. And I'm like, so I went through her back office, and she didn't buy the wealth builder pack, so she wasn't qualified. So for 11 people that she brought, she could have earned at least $2,000 worth of commissions. Okay, and because she didn't know, because the upline didn't understand the plan or didn't like the plan, he decided that he wasn't going to promote it. So one thing that I really tell people, whether you like it or you don't understand it or whatever, just make sure that everybody in your team knows about this plan and is qualified. Because at the end of the day, guys, you have a great value, over 20% value per pack. On each wealth builder pack. We have this new one, the weight loss wealth builder pack. I'm not sure how you're calling it, Leisel, but that's that's how just the weight loss wealth builder, because I actually put the Sisel fit pack, and then I heard you saying, so that's why I kind of went there and kind of fixed it. But anyway, this is a new pack. That's a new product. So you guys have 5 packs, and you guys got the free duffel bag and the free water bottle. But you guys have a great deal on each one of these packs to just start the business. Whether you decide to use the product for yourself or to share with people, you have options. So a lot of people want to start with this pack regardless if they want to use the system, just because of the savings that they receive with this when they purchase it.
One last question. Is the age pill 2 or 1 in the pack?
2.
Right.
I'm fixing that on the image.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, Milo.
You're welcome. All right, so let's go ahead and start to talk a little about how we actually pay. All right. So we got that. There's 2 sides of the wealth builder. There's the freedom side and the wealth side. So every time I talk about the freedom side, it means that I'm talking about your first 3 people that you bring into the business. Okay. So every time that we talk about this, we're assuming that everybody that comes into this to this scenario buys a wealth builder pack. Remember that I mentioned that these wealth builder bonuses are based off of wealth builder pack purchases. Okay. So on this situation, we have your sponsor, and your sponsor already has 3 wealth builders sign up underneath them. Okay. Another good thing about this promo or this system is that it's paid daily. So you sign me up today and you get paid tomorrow. On any of the bonuses that we'll be talking about, they're paid daily. So it's a great advantage, especially when you're starting a business or you bring people that have big groups. It's a great incentive for them to build using the system because it pays daily. So it's a great plus. So let's start with this. Your sponsor has 3, so he's going to sign you up. Okay. So he has his freedom teams signed up, his first 3, right? He signs you up, so you officially become part of his wealth team. Okay. So and we'll explain a little why what in a minute. So obviously, to be successful on this, using this system and any other system in network marketing, you want to duplicate, right? So you want to make sure that your team does exactly what you're doing. Okay, so what are you going to do? The first thing is you're going to be signing people in using the wealth builder pack. So your first goal is to bring at least 3 people on the wealth builder pack, whichever pack it is, one of your 4 that you have, right? So every time that you sign somebody up and they buy a wealth builder pack, you will receive $50 commissions. That's it for your first 3, okay? So your goal as a wealth builder is to sign up 3 people in under 2 weeks. If you sign 2 people in under 2 weeks, we will double your commissions, okay? So instead of getting $150 for your first 3, you will get $300 for your first 3. Now, a question that I get a lot is, when does a 2-week period start? Okay, so let's say that you sign me up today and I decide to buy some age bills, just to try out the product before I even start with the system. I wait 2 weeks, okay, and after the 2-week period, I know that the product is working and I want to build this. I want to build with Sisel using the system. So after 2 weeks, I decide to buy the wealth builder pack. Okay, the day that I buy the Wealth Builder pack, that's the day that's the time that my 2 weeks start. So in order for me to receive double commissions, okay? So it doesn't start the day you sign up unless you get the pack that day. Does it make sense? So basically, the day that you buy your Wealth Builder pack or your qualifying Wealth Builder pack, you have 2 weeks from that day. That day actually counts. So if you're just ready to do it, buy it in the morning. So you have that whole day to bring people and to get the double commissions. So from that day, you have 2 weeks to receive double commissions. That's the only time-sensitive thing that we have in the Wealth Builder. You know, anything that you do other than that, you will still receive the same commissions after that, okay? So now your sponsor is helping you with the three-way calls, right? Your sponsor is helping you to talk to people, to explain about the system and everything. So he's gonna get compensated, right? Now, the only reason that he's gonna get compensated is because you are on his wealth side, meaning that you are his fourth wealth builder. And because of that, and because you brought 3 people, he's gonna get $80 off of your first 3, okay? So that's what he's gonna receive just because he is wealth side qualified, which means that because you are his number 4, and you brought 1, 2, or 3 people, he'll get $80 off of your first 3. Any questions so far? Okay, clear as mud. So we're doing good, right? So let's
Sorry, Milo,
okay.
just one question. Only because
Go ahead.
Team's texting me. So the ones who have missed out on that 14 days with the Wealth Creator Pack, and we start working the system now, we only get the 7%. We don't get the $80.
Okay, I didn't understand the question again. Can you
Okay, the
repeat it,
question
please?
I've got, because I've got team messaging they're on, the Wealth Creator Pack, because our team missed out on that 14-day coming in with the Wealth Creator Pack.
The first 30 days, right?
First 30 days. So we're going into we're moving into 90 days now. So if we set this up, do we get that $80 upline, or do we only get the 7% of anything new coming in? If this
So
is
you will
structured.
get, I'm assuming that you're already qualified.
No,
right,
we're setting up
Helen?
our game plan in February because we didn't know about this. So
Are you going to
now
start in
that
February?
we're setting up our team to start this model in February.
They're
Right,
trying to
so
get it all planned right now and put it together.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
if it's after, if they already in the system for more than 30 days, then everybody's gonna get unilevel the first level pretty much of people. So if everybody is over 30 days and I sign up, I can't buy the Wealth Builder pack, right? The only pack I can buy is a qualifying Wealth Builder pack. So that means that I'm gonna qualify, and then I'm gonna get 10 or 15 people underneath me to buy the packs, right? But I'm assuming those 10 or 15 people are over the 30-day period.
They are.
So
Yeah.
if they are, that first batch of commissions will be paid as unilevel.
Mm-hmm.
And then any new volume that's generated after that, you will be receiving Wealth Builder commissions.
Okay, perfect. Right.
Excuse me, Milo. It's Paul Biltov here. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I have a question for you. The first 3 people that you put in, do they have to be your main business builders or not? Because if we've got people with like 2 people or 1 person on their wealth builder, and a new person comes in and they see the pack, they buy the pack because it's a good deal, but they don't want to build a business. So does that affect your wealth builder if the first 3?
It's based out of date. So yeah, it really, unless you guys can kind of, I mean, if you guys have an organization, you guys can pretty much pick who you want to be on your first 3. And I'll tell you why it makes sense later. If it was up to me, I would put my 3 strongest ones to be my first 3. Now, obviously, when like you're saying, sometimes you don't have the option of picking who signs up first, because it's whoever signs up first gets the first position, right? But if you're brand new and you're being strategic, I would say, okay, call in, Leisel, you're my number one, call in, buy the pack, you're my number two, call right now, right after, and my number 3, 4, 5, and 6 through infinity, doesn't matter. It's just for your first 3. If you have a chance to pick them, I would pick the strongest ones. If not, I mean, if you don't, if somebody signs up, they'll get that position depending on when they decide to sign up.
Okay, we're in the situation where we've got people in our first 3 that bought the pack and have dropped out of the system. So how does that affect us now?
You can replace them, actually.
Yep.
The only way that you can replace them, though, is if they actually terminate the account. So terminated means they actually have to write an email to compliance and say, I don't want to be part of Sisel anymore.
Yep.
If they do that, let's say your number 3 terminates, then you can replace them with a brand new distributor. Okay, so let's say you have 10 people, and I'm your number 10, and I'm a rock star, and I'm bringing a whole bunch of people, and then your number 3 drops out, and so like, is there any way I can put Milo on my number 3, move him from my number 10? And you can't do that. It has to be a brand new distributor. So they won't scoot over either.
But there's also no compression either. You can place someone in that position.
Yeah, so you can't. So if your number 3 quits, it's not like your number 4 is going to become your number 3 or something like that. That position is pretty much open until you bring in Leisel as your brand new distributor, and then you have to call customer service and say, okay, I'm signing up Leisel right now, and I want her to become my number 3, and customer service will manually go and place her as your number 3 spot. But that means that they have to be terminated, not just inactive. Okay, they actually have to call or email compliance and say, I don't want to be part of Sisel, and then they terminate the account, and then you can replace them with a brand new distributor.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, so we're good on the freedom side. Now, a lot of people ask me, so, my sponsor got those $80. How do I start earning those $80? Okay, so this is how you start earning $80. First, you have to keep going, right? You have 3 people. You want to make sure that you maximize this system. The only way you maximize this system is to at least bring 6 wealth builders, personally sponsor 6 wealth builders, okay? So you have 3. Let's go. Let's see what happens when you bring in your 4th. Now, because you are already working on your wealth side, this is how we're going to be paying you. So we're going to pay the 50 plus 80. So you're going to receive $130 just by bringing up your 4th person. Number 50, okay, like your first 3 now, because you're building your wealth side. Now we're going to give you $130 just for your number 4. Now, if you see the situation that happened with your sponsor brought you, right? And you were your sponsor's 4th person. And you brought 3 people. That's how your sponsor got $80 off of your first 3. Now, you have to do exactly the same thing. Have your number 4, bring 1, 2, or 3 people on the wealth builder so you can receive $80 from each one of them. Okay? That's the way that you receive those $80. Now, people ask me, okay, so my number 1 brought 3 and I didn't get the $80. Why? It's because the only way that you can receive those $80 is from your number 4 and on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, depending on how wide you want to go. Okay, but it always starts with your number 4. That's the only way that you receive the $80 from each one. And that goes through infinity. What does that mean? Actually, let me see if I can use something to draw with. No, I can't, not with this. Okay, sorry. Anyway, yeah, you can. So let me see if this works. So your number 4 brought 3 people, right? You're gonna get $80 off of your first 3. So this goes through infinity. What does this mean? So anybody on your wealth side, okay, that bring in 3 who bring in three through infinity, you will receive $80. So let's say this person brought one, then you get $80. His number three people brought one. Actually, he brought two. You get $80 off of each one. That goes through infinity. And people ask me, well, what does infinity mean? Infinity means infinity. So anybody on your wealth side's first three through infinity, you will be receiving the wealth builder, those $80. Okay, so that's how this works. Okay, so you have any questions on that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Hi, Milo. It's Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Hi. Thanks for doing the call. I was just wondering, you said down to infinity. Can you explain how you break the infinity so that it no longer is paying up? Because, you know, if somebody says, well, how many levels does it pay? Well, you're just saying it potentially can pay infinity levels. But if you know, I think you said the first three of the first three. If one of those people is number 4, the first three, it does. I won't say it does. The first three don't do anything.
Okay. Yeah, I do. So if you guys understand this part right now, you know, you have 4 people, okay, and your fourth brings 3 and you get the $80, you pretty much understand the whole wealth builder, okay? If you noticed, your sponsor got $80 off of your first 3, right? Because you were on your sponsor's fourth wealth side. You're not $80 off of your first three because your sponsor is already getting those. Okay, remember that I explained on your number 4 that whoever brings 3, you always get $80. Now your sponsor is in the same situation that you are right now. So anybody that your first three through infinity, he's gonna get the $80 through infinity. Does it make sense? No? So
yeah. Yeah.
I'd go over that a little bit. I think there's a few people struggling.
Okay, let me actually get I think getting a little oops, sorry. If I can get a marker or a Sharpie or something, I think it makes more sense. Okay, so
Milo, just before you go on, side where it's got your first 3 people, that is sort of looking at our business and choosing our strongest 3 people that will work the wealth builder. Is that pretty much?
yes, I would do that. If you have opportunity, I would pick the strongest to be your first 3, and I'll explain a little in a minute why. Okay, so all this system, everything on this system duplicates, right? So the same opportunity that you have or your sponsor has, you're going to have exactly the same thing. So on this situation here, your sponsor already has these 3 people signed up, right? So he already has his freedom side. Then he signed you up, okay? You are the sponsor's 4th person. So that means that you are on your sponsor's wealth side, right? Now you brought 3 people, 1, 2, 3, okay? Your sponsor is going to get $80 off of each one of those of your first 3 because that's the rule. That's how we're paying out, okay? Now for your sponsor, when your number 1 brings 1, he's going to get $80. When your number 2 brings, let's say they bring 2 in, he's going to get 80 plus 80. Anything that happens off of their first three through infinity, he's always going to be getting $80 off of your freedom side. We're already paying those $80 to the sponsor because your sponsor is qualified as wealth side qualified with you being his number 4. Okay, so now the way that you start earning those $80 is the same way. Let me see how I can erase all this. Okay, so now the way that you earn the $80 is because you brought your number 4, right? Now you're well side qualified, just like your sponsor was with you. And now your 4th person brought 3 people. That's why you got 80 plus 80 plus 80. Okay? So now every single time anybody from their first three through infinity, you will always be receiving the $80. Does it make sense a little more, better?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, just one more question there. So, because I'm looking at my team who are coming in after, we still get that once we get going?
Yeah. Your first round of commissions, since they're all over 30 days, you will get paid unilevel. But any new volume that is generated after that, and people start buying the Wealth Builder pack within their first 30 days, then you will start receiving Wealth Builder commissions.
Right.
So let's say you have 4 or 5 people or 10 people. Let's say you have 10 people. And then your first round of commissions, you will get unilevel commissions, right? But after that, every single person that's after that is brand new. So your fourth one brings in 3. You get 80, 80, 80, and then so on and so forth. It's going to change. So I'm going to go keep going with this because the $80 changes when you have your 6 people. But if you guys understand the wealth, up to here, that means that you pretty much got the whole wealth builder system, because it just kind of duplicates after this. Okay, but let's keep going. Okay, so obviously we have the 4. We started earning the $80 because our number 4 started bringing 3 people. So now we're going to bring in our fifth person. Okay, once again, you get the 50 plus the 80. You get $130 off of your number 5. Now, because your number 5 qualified, you open what we call the check match bonus. Okay, the check match bonus is a bonus that we pay off of your first 3 people. So I'm gonna start clicking on some sites. It's gonna be a little confusing, but I'm just gonna explain the easiest way of understanding the check match. Okay, the check match works pretty much is that every single time your number 1, number 2, or number 3 earn the $80, you will receive 50% off of whatever they receive through infinity. Okay, let me get that marker here, the Sharpie, so you guys can understand. Okay, so check match. Check match means that you get 50% off of whatever your number 1, number 2, and number 3 receive. So on this situation, your number 1 has 6 people, right? Same situation, he has 4, the fourth one brought 3 people. So that means that he got $80 3 times, right? So he got $240 off of these 3 people, just like you did on this side, right, with your number 4. Does it make sense? Now, because your number 1 got $240 off of these people, because you are check match qualified, you're going to receive 50% check match off of whatever he made. So in this situation, you will receive $120 off of your number 1's 240 that he got off of that bonus, and that's through infinity. Okay, so that's just the example number 1. Number 2 can do the same thing, and number 3 can do the same thing too. Now, here's where it comes in where why you want to pick your strongest ones as your first 3. What happens if, let's say, Leisel is my number 1? Okay, Leisel brings 20 people in her wealth builder, 20 personally sponsored wealth builders. That means that I am going to receive 50% commissions from her 4th through her number 20 on anything that they get of the $80. So that's why I want to make sure that I have my 3 strongest ones as my freedom side, because the wider they go, the more opportunity I have to receive that 50% commissions through infinity. We have a leader here in the U.S. that has 145 personally sponsored builders. So the sponsor obviously will receive check match on from her number 4th all the way to 140. I'm not sure how many she has now, but anyway, that's why you want to make sure that you pick your 3 strongest ones to be your first 3, if you can. Okay. Any questions on the check match? Nothing? That's perfect. Sounds good. Okay. Let me just erase this, and let's talk a little about our final step. I mentioned that we needed at least 6 people to maximize this plan, right? So let's see what happens when I sign up my 6th person. This is where it gets pretty awesome, actually. We sign up the 6th person. Now, instead of you getting $130 by signing up your number 6, we activate what we call the turbo bonus. The turbo bonus means that you're going to receive $150 from here on through infinity. So starting from your number 6 through your whatever, if you have 100 people personally sponsored, you will always receive $150 in commissions just by signing that person up, okay, from here on through infinity. Now, another thing that happens is that these 80s over here turn into $100. So any new volume that's generated after you qualified as turbo bonus qualified, you will receive $100 from these people. Okay, so let me see if I can get the Sharpie here, the pen to work again. Oops. I'm not sure why it isn't working, but anyway, this $80 over here. So let's say that you're turbo qualified today. Okay, you receive $150 because you signed up your 6th person. Now let's say that tomorrow your number 5 brings in 1 person. So instead of you getting $80 now you're going to get $100 off of that person because you are turbo bonus qualified. So now any volume that's generated on your wealth sites, first three through infinity, that's brand new volume after you qualified, you will always be getting $100 off of them through infinity. Okay? And that's pretty much the wealth builder. So you guys have any questions?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Katie,
Yes, I do. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I do too.
You go, Katie. Okay.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so the question is, all right, say this scenario happens. You sign up 10 wealth builders and number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 do nothing and just buy the pack and never do anything. But say number 8 decides to go out and build and they sign up, say 4 wealth builders, and their number 4 wealth builder goes crazy and really takes advantage of the wealth builder system. Would I see anything from that depth down to infinity, or now that cancels out because of the way it's structured?
You will see the bonuses for the first 3 people, and you so this scenario pretty much is, I wish I can, okay, I can get this. All right, so your scenario right now is that you have 10 people, right? And 1 through 5 aren't doing anything.
That's right.
So let's say your 6th person, right? Your 6th person brings in, you said 4, right?
Yep. And then their first 3 do
1,
nothing, but
2,
their 4th does something.
3, 4. You will receive, because you're turbo bonus qualified, you will receive $100 off of his first 3. Okay, but you said that his 4th starts bringing people, right?
Uh-huh.
So he is going to be starting getting his $80 off of his 4th for 1, 2, or 3, just like you did on this side. So you will receive infinity through his first 3, but on the 4th, just like on this situation over here, you know, that you start getting the $80 off of your first 3 and not your sponsor, the same situation happens with this side.
Okay, so in that scenario, the infinity going up cancels out because it ended up being his fourth person.
The infinity keeps going off of his first three. So let's say on these first three, he brings one, you get 100, and he brings one, you'll get 100. But off of the fourth, yes, it starts to make that infinity bonus himself.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Anybody else?
Yeah, that was Katie answered my question. Thanks, Milo.
Okay.
Milo, Sandy, I've got a question. So, basically, people out there that aren't explaining the wealth builder, somebody could see that wealth builder pack, which has happened, and they decide, wow, what a cheap pack, and they could be a distributor that comes in your third placing. So then that basically, you're not going to get paid anything because they're not going to do anything, are they? So that's why it's important to explain the wealth builder to people so they understand it. It's not just a cheap pack.
Important. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Anything else? All right, Leisel, are you there?
Milo.
Also, you know, Milo. Go ahead, Lee.
Okay, the wealth creator comes in and distributor buys the pack. What is there? What do they need to do after they've bought the pack to make this work? Do they need to place another order, or you just have once off them? Is there a sort of caveat set on that?
There's a requirement to be to at least have 50 PV. That they purchase 50 PV at least minimum to qualify with the wealth builder. But obviously, if you have different ranks and the compensation plan requires you to have 100 or 200 or 300 PV, you're going to be qualified. But the system itself, you guys everybody can only buy one pack in their lifetime, okay? Even the system itself will allow you to buy the wealth builder pack during the first 30 days. So like I say, if I wait 2 weeks and then I go to my back office, I will be able to see the wealth builder option in my back office and the catalog. But if I wait over 30 days, the system will automatically replace that wealth builder with the qualifying wealth builder pack. So I can still see the qualifying pack, and then after I buy the qualifying pack, then it just disappears. I'm not able to purchase any other packs, and that qualifying pack will pay my upline unit level commissions.
Can we place wealth builders like we do with customers, or do they just sit where they come
on the regular compensation plan? Yes, absolutely. There's two different trees that you can build on our comp plan. It's the regular compensation plan tree, and there's the wealth builder tree. The wealth builder tree just goes wide. So you personally sponsored 100 people, and you have 100, people wide to you. So that's pretty much how it's positioned. But like I say, you can still say, okay, I want to place I want to place this person under this person on the regular comp plan, and you can still do that for sure, and it'll work the same way as we were placing the compensation plan. But on the wealth builder tree, it can still be your third person.
So there's no time in that bracket, like with the customer, you've got 30 days. In my case, I've got 90 days, and I can see what I can do. Can I place my wealth builders? Can I still do that after?
Can you still place people? Usually in the regular comp plan, you have 30 days to place them. After 30 days, there's another process that you have to go through customer service to place people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Milo, it's Paul here. I think just with Helene's there, your people are already in. And I think what you're asking is, could you change them? As they order the wealth builder pack, they will go into your 1, 2, and 3 on the time that they order it. I don't think you want to move them in your tree on your uni level side. I think you want to leave them where they are there. But you were just, I'm not sure, but I think you had mentioned, I think you were trying to say, could you change them around, which would change your Wealth Builder pack? As they order them, they go into automatic order. Is that correct?
Right, that's correct. Yeah, on your Wealth Builder, it all depends on when you buy it. Whoever buys it first, gets the first position, second, third, and so on and so forth.
So do you suggest when people come in, because I do, especially the more I learned about this, they come in through the Wealth Builder because of course you get a lot of amazing products for a great price. And a lot of people feel like it's a great leaders program, and I agree, because you're really strategizing early, and I think Helene's trying to do this now, as she didn't start out this way. So now I think she's trying to see, okay, so where's everyone going, and it probably seemed a little overwhelming. And you agree that doing this at the very beginning, and it's difficult for people to come into the Wealth Builder if they don't have that money, but if you're going to build this business, gives you a lot of product to start with, and then you build it just like you do your unilevel tree. Do you suggest bringing everybody in through Wealth Builder from the beginning?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. More if you already have an organization, if you guys can do that, that's fine. A lot of people, especially when we started with the Wealth Builder, we just assigned them depending on when they purchased the pack. So a lot of people are like, well, I didn't want these 3 as my number 1, but it's in order on when they buy the packs. Listen, to be completely honest with you guys, that's just the way that I would build if you have the chance to pick who you want on your first 3. The Wealth Builder system is very, very aggressive, and we pay a lot. If you guys build correctly, this system, the company pays around 75% in commissions, guys. So that's huge, and that's a lot of that money comes from the wealth side, obviously. But I'm just saying, if you want to maximize it, if you have the opportunity of picking who you want on your first 3, I would do that. But if you see on the other end, on the wealth side, you want to make sure you at least have 6 people and just encourage everybody to duplicate and do exactly the same thing. So I bring my first 3. I'm going to tell my first 3, you know what? You have 2 weeks to bring in 3 so you can double on commissions. And you get $300. You pretty much get your money back on your return on investment off of the pack that you purchased. If everybody does that, obviously you're going to be seeing receiving commissions every single day because of what they're doing. But the key here to be successful and to make sure that everybody gets compensated at the max is duplication, is teaching everybody what to do. And you don't have to be an expert on the Wealth Builder. If you just bring 3 that buy this pack in under 2 weeks if you want to receive $100 per person. If you want to get more information after that in the 4, 5, and 6, we're more than willing to do that. You show them a recording of the Wealth Builder, and I'm sure, Leisel, you're okay with that. I mean, you send an email to Leisel, and we can I can take some time and do a presentation for your team just to explain them how this works. Or go to the webinars that I do on Monday nights, and Monday nights in Utah will be Tuesday morning, right, in Australia, I think.
Milo has been very gracious too. If you have a team that really wants to go over it again, ask you questions, and you can get together, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people, or he's done that a lot of times. It's an exciting program to come in at, because like Milo said, the pay is so high and you're paid daily that it's exciting when you're coming in through the Wealth Builder. It just is. So to know that, come in at that, if you're bringing groups in and stuff, and it brings a lot of excitement to Sisel. And of course,
Leisel?
Yes.
Leisel, Sandy, I've got one more question.
Yep, go ahead.
With the qualifying Sisel Fit Wealth Builder pack, for her it's called, it's still in our back office. So I'm a qualified wealth builder, and it's still in my back office for me to purchase.
Well, remember what I told you yesterday, the Sisel Fit pack is not, it doesn't have anything to do with the Wealth Builder. It's just the promo that we're running worldwide.
But isn't the promo the Sisel Fit with the chocolate sizzling?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I have definitely, in my fitness, I've definitely got the qualifying wealth builder. And I'm already a wealth builder.
Okay.
So what,
Yeah, I
so
can
what
see it
happens,
I think the new pack's gone on everybody's back office order form.
and also the wealth builder beauty is in there as well. So what happens if somebody existing was to click on that and order it? And I'm already a wealth builder.
Do you mind sending us an email with that? Actually, we can
I
actually.
took shots. I took shots yesterday and showed Leisel, but she still couldn't understand what I was showing.
It's like when you
because
said
it's so
you
confusing.
got the Sisel Fit.
Yeah.
No, but she's saying she sees the qualifying packs
Yeah.
in her catalog, and if she already purchased a wealth builder pack, it shouldn't show. We'll check into that
Here
for
we
sure.
go.
I'll call someone.
Yeah. I've got
Here we go. Can you see it up there?
If you happen to have Sandy, send Leisel and I a screenshot and your ID number. That way we can go to your back office and tell our programmers to fix that, because it shouldn't be, if you're already a wealth builder qualified, it shouldn't show in your the option to purchase a qualifying pack.
And the wealth builder beauty's in there as well. It's been there for a long time. It's never been taken out.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, the wealth builder beauty is also in there as well.
And you said it's been there a long time?
Yeah, the beauty has.
Okay.
But I've only just picked that up the other week because I just, didn't realize it was a wealth builder. Because all the wealth builder packs aren't together. So that one's down in the beauty, and then the new one's up with the fitness. But I mean, I shouldn't even see any of them.
Yeah, that's probably a programming error where we added this new one or something happened.
I know the Sisel Fit. That's why I guess I'm getting sometimes confused when you say the Sisel Fit pack.
Yes. Yeah.
That was in the fitness, and I asked Thomas to move it to the promos.
Promo, it's in promo.
Is it in promo?
But my wealth builder is in fitness.
Okay.
And I shouldn't see that because I'm existing wealth builder. Yeah,
Lisa, I just sent you 2 photos so you can see it.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
And see what it's doing there. But Milo will definitely, you're welcome, Doc, you're welcome. Do any of these calls. Sometimes, as you get new people on, and it's a little bit hard to understand. I know we also have a recording, don't we, Milo, that they can access at any time?
Yes, it should be in the blog.
In the blog?
Mm-hmm.
So go to the blog, go over that a couple of times, and you'll just see, it does take a few times to kind of get it down. But if you are building a business and you're bringing people in who are building a business, the best thing that you can do is to bring them in through the Wealth Builder, because like Milo says, it pays out so high compared to the unilevel, and it's a great way to get a lot of product at a great price at higher, and your percentages are higher. So it really is a great plan. And he also pointed out, and this is where we might have some issues, if you don't like it, make sure you're at least talking to people that you bring in. Some people might become overwhelmed and just not want to talk about that, and that's okay. But you don't want people to come in and say, sheesh, I really would have loved the Wealth Builder. So give them the opportunity to take a look at it and learn it and know it. Any other questions for Milo?
Yeah, just to sum it up, it's still a win either way because it's generating volume, more volume in the business, isn't it? So
yes, it's generated PV, so that all that PV that comes in when they buy the Wealth Builder packs will help you rank up for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great program. It's been very exciting.
Yeah, and one of the things that if you're talking to brand new people, especially new network or old network marketers that have experience on that, tell them that we have the unilevel payout on our compensation plan, and we have because they won't understand what a Wealth Builder system is. So if you tell them that we have a coded bonus, that's how it's known in the industry. Leaders will jump into that. If there's brand new leaders out there that want to move from one company to us, and they find out that we have a coded bonus, I mean, that's pretty much their dream come true, you know, to bring in, imagine 10, 100, 150 people on the Wealth Builder and build it the right way. You know, they will have a lot of check stories, you know, daily pretty much. So yeah, coded bonus is how it's known in the industry.
So someone like me goes out tomorrow and brings in 3-4 new wealth builders, and they duplicate that. I still will benefit. I will start benefiting from all this with you.
Absolutely. I mean, if it's new volume, just make sure that, I mean, you know, if you already have over 6 people that buy the qualifying pack, and then you bring another 10 brand new, so you'll get $150 off of that, off of the brand new people that you bring after you're turbo qualified with the qualifying distributors.
Yeah. And but before that too, she'll definitely start making some good money in the wealth.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because any new volume that's generated after that, you'll get the wealth builder commissions for sure, regardless if they bought the wealth builder or the qualifying wealth builder pack.
So Michael is just saying, could you post on our New Zealand Facebook page the time you do the Monday night calls for that? So I'll get with you and you give me those training times, and I'll put that up on our thing. Also, you've been lagging just a little bit. I think, you know, your connection, you told me in advance. We will still have this recorded, but make sure we get access to some of the recordings that we've already put together. We did a video that's very professional that you can show people of how it works, but we'll also make this available as well.
Absolutely.
So, and how long is that video? Do you know? It's not long.
It's probably 30, 35 minutes.
30, 35 minutes.
What video?
Just on the Wealth Builder.
The recording that we did?
No, didn't we do a professional?
I don't think they're done with the Wealth Builder one. I know they were working on it. I haven't seen the finished product yet on that, but I know that marketing was working on it. I know that they have all 7 of the profit centers, but I don't think they've finished the Wealth Builder, as you know, as far as I know. I haven't seen it, at least. Maybe I've been traveling the last couple of weeks, so maybe they have, but I haven't seen it though.
Okay, like I said, because this is great. There's a few lags, but when you send people to see it, what are you sending them to? Just the blog, a recording that's in the blog?
It's a recording that's in the blog, yeah. Like I say, a lot of people want to be there when I do the live versions, and other people say, you know what, I can't, you know, be, because I work on Mondays or whatever. Then we can schedule something with them, and then we can go with them whenever they have a little more time.
And we've had a couple groups from Australia who we did last year. Milo came on just like this and went through it, and then a lot of people kind of went over it themselves, and then a couple weeks later got their groups together, and Milo did separate webinars for them. And that's when you really get it down. So go back with your teams and talk to them, and, you know, go over this. And then as you get some people that you're wanting to look this over at a meeting or something, we can put something together, and you'll get down.
Yeah, usually when the best way to do it is when I actually am in front of a whiteboard. And I think the last training that we did was on a whiteboard, and I could draw the lines and the circles, and people would get it a little more better than the actual, you know, PowerPoint. Like I say, whenever you guys want to do something, let's, you know, we can talk and schedule something. When I'm in the office, and you know, I'll put the camera towards my whiteboard and do the same presentation basically, but drawing it, and people get it because they're drawing it on their piece of paper too, and they get it way better. I've noticed that when I'm here on the field training, I don't do the actual PowerPoint. I actually get a whiteboard and have asked them to draw exactly what I'm drawing. And since they're listening and drawing at the same time, they get it way better than just, you know, watching a PowerPoint, you know, pop little circles here and there. So we can do anything that you guys need to. I want to make sure that you guys understand this system, because it's an awesome system to make money and to have brand new people start duplicating as well.
Yeah, awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming. Lots and lots of people on chats letting you know how much they appreciate you coming. And I do as well. So great information.
Thank you.
think a lot of people kind of holding off until they kind of saw this before they get there. I think the takeaway, one of the biggest takeaways, is those first 3 spots, if you can, really put your strong people. And it's never too late if you miss that first month to get into the Wealth Builder and start making some money. I mean, you'll have some initial issue there, but beyond that, it's you're the same.
That's right. Thank you so much for having me, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your tour. On February 8th, we'll see everybody again. So enjoy your weekend. And our next country call, February 8th, we'll be back. We'll have Tom Mower Sr. again, continuing our product training, and we'll announce what that is. In fact, if you want to give any suggestions, email me what you'd like him to talk about, because we haven't decided that yet. And we'll take a look at some of the suggestions and choose from there. Have a great weekend, everybody.